Hello there, Ray here, and today I'm going to show you guys how you can make a simple cat gift farm, which can provide you with some nice items like phantom membrane and rabbit's foot. In 1.14, they added when the player sleeps in the bed and his tame cat is nearby, there's a chance the cat will go out and grab a gift and come back with it when the player wakes up. The things that the cat can come back with is raw chicken, string, rabbit's foot, feathers, rabbit's hide, rotten flesh, and phantom membrane. The chance of it coming back with any one of these items is all the same except for the phantom membrane, which is 5 times less likely to obtain. The way that you would run this is that you would have your typical bed where you sleep, then you just build a setup around it, and then when it turns nighttime and you go ahead and sleep in the bed here, you will pass away the time so that it will turn daytime again, and then the cat will go out and grab a gift and come back with it. And when he does, he's going to place it either near this bed or near the player over here. And in either cases, we have some hoppers here, which is pick up the loot and put it over here into the chest. There's about a 50% chance that you'll get an item, and you'll only get one item. And it doesn't matter how many cats you get, they'll only come back with one item if they do. This is a great way to passively go ahead and obtain some of these items. Some of the nicer items are the Phantom's Membrane as well as the Rabbit's Foot. The Rabbit's Foot is used for jump potions and is usually acquired by players having to kill the rabbits. There's usually a small chance of rabbits dropping this. And the Phantom's Membrane is from killing phantoms. It is used for the slow falling potions. Now you have to be using a tame cat and you have to make sure it's not sitting. So here I have the cat actually tied over here with a lead. That way if I leave the area, he doesn't get teleported to me. I also put him in a little teeny box. That way he doesn't jump on top of the bed. If the cat sits on top of the bed, then the player is unable to sleep in it. Now when the cat does come back with some items, he will be able to teleport out of this box, and the area where he can teleport is this area marked out here in carpets. Now what you want to do is make sure you have some blocks that he cannot teleport to, so I got carpet on top of any solid blocks that he would normally teleport to. Also put some carpet on top of the glass as he can teleport on top of that as well. And you don't have to worry about anything outside of this area. As you can see, these blocks here he won't teleport to, it's too far out. So make sure you have carpets and an 11 by 11 area centered on the cat so he can't teleport out of there. Otherwise he'll end up down there and his items will end up down there as well. When the player sleeps in bed, the cat actually does a different animation where he will try to curl up beside the bed. So let's go ahead and sleep in the bed with my player. You can see the cat kind of curls up on top of the bed, and he can even do this on the side if he can't get on top of the bed. And then when the player will wake up, you see the player is kicked out and the cat also comes up out of the bed as well. But you do need to make sure to keep the cat contained, otherwise he'll sit on the bed like this. And then when this happens, sometimes the player can't click on the bed, and also the cat is sitting so he's not going to retrieve any gifts. The cat will only sleep if the owner is sleeping in the bed near him. So here I have a different count, and notice when I sleep in bed, the cat is not attempting to sleep, and he will not retrieve any gifts. So if you have a couple different people using the same bed, make sure each of the person has their own cat there. You also can just leave your player here to AFK it so that whenever it turns night, you automatically will sleep. And you can't just hold down right click because what will happen is once you leave the bed, it won't accept any more inputs from your mouse. So what you have to do is go ahead and change your controls. So just change your right click button to something else. I'll just put down that. And then what you can do is you can just put a wait on that button. And now you can see that it's spamming in chat. And as soon as I get up, I also have a command that's turning it to night again. And you can see just by holding that button down, he's constantly right-clicking. And you can use this for a lot of other things as well. Using other tricks that hold down your mouse right-click button still won't work. Now typically when you AFK like this, you want to make sure that you don't have sky access, otherwise phantoms can spawn. But since you're always sleeping in the bed, you shouldn't have this problem. But just in case, you should put a block above you that is solid, so don't allow the sky access to come down onto the player's head. You put a carpet on top to prevent the cat from teleporting onto that block. Now this method of constantly sleeping through the nights will allow you to skip about half of all the time in Minecraft. So in that 3 screen, the day count will actually go up faster because each day will essentially only take 10 minutes since you're always AFKing here. As soon as it turns night, you're sleeping away the entire night, which is a whole 10 minutes. This is something I actually did on the ProtoTech server for a couple of weeks just to increase the amount of days till we reach 100,000. It was kind of fun. Now we're over 110,000 days on that server. So this is a nice way to get some nice little items while you're also doing this method of sleeping away the nights. And you also can add this kind of technique into a lot of different types of farms. Like you can AFK fish and then you can move your character over and sleep in the bed for the night and then go back to AFK fishing again. I also talked about this a bit in my video about the phantoms prior to them introducing them, where you can use this method of automatically sleeping to always avoid the phantoms. Now to run this farm, you will need to have tame cats. In 1.14, they changed the way that you obtain cats. So now instead of going and finding an ocelot and taming it down into a cat, you want to go to a village and there'll be these stray cats around the village. And then you want to get some food that they like. So they like raw cod or raw salmon. And then, of course, to be in survival. And they'll typically run away from you. And if you try to move towards them, even with the food in your hand, they'll still try to run away from you. So what you gotta do is try to get close to them and then just wait. And then they'll see the food in your hand and then they'll walk up to you. Once a cat gets close, you can go ahead and leash it with a lead, and this way you don't have to worry about running away. Or you can just go ahead and start feeding it, and there's a chance that it'll be tame. I advise just go ahead and hook it on with a lead, and that way you don't have to worry about running away like that one did. You also can just corner the cat so that he doesn't really see you, and then you could try to hook onto him with the lead, and that way he can't escape. And then once you got him a lead, you just attach him to a fence, and then you could try to feed him the raw cod. And then he'll turn into a tame cat, and you can see that by the color that he has. This one has a red collar, and you can go ahead and change the color too by using dye. Now you can remove him from the lead, and he is a tame cat, so he should be able to follow you wherever you go. Now if the cat does get low health, you can feed him food, and that will increase his health into its full. A simple way to gain some extra nice loot while doing your normal sleeping. If you guys did find this video interesting, hit that like button and share this video with someone you know. And if you enjoy videos like this and would like to see more of them, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications about when the videos come out. And tell me down in the comments if this is something you might use in your very own world. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye! These zombies are worshipping this tall grass here.